Well, good morning, everybody. We are here in Oregon, and to say the 390 strikes again, well, you see what I got going on over here. Same thing as before. We're working on the slides of the kitchen. We've jacked them up. This time we're walking around. We're getting ready to leave tomorrow, and there's these little Gibbs in here that are kind of hold this in place, and I will pop this one out and show it to you. So this is the Gibb mechanism. It holds the bottom part of the alignment, and let me show you what they're supposed to look like. You'll have one riveted on that side and one right there, and you can kind of see that how it sits in there, and that keeps this all in line on your H channel. I did check both sides, and it's getting ridiculous too. Every time before we go, we got to make sure. And well, you can see that one's broke too, so I'm gonna have to come back over and fix that as well. They were working beforehand, and you can kind of tell when you look at the back of the rivet. You can see if you can see the stem from the rivet versus no stem. It's a relatively easy fix. 1/4 inch rivet. Again, jack up your slide to get that height again. I wasn't planning on this, so naturally I cut down the 2x4s that I had from the last video that you saw. So what we're gonna do is, like I said, we jack that up. I'm gonna take this little guy here, we're gonna slide it back in, and then there's two sides. There's this side and this side. This side will be where the cone goes, or the bud of your rivet. So that this side is going to go inside of that channel. So basically we're just going to take it here and work it in there. It's like so. You got room to kind of fish it in there like so, and then you want to just, I'm gonna have to probably do this side first, and then we'll bring that side in. Basically all that is it's locking. This has a gear that comes, or a rod that comes down, and it's just lock it in place to keep that motor from popping out of the top and having these out of sync, which is probably why this guy kind of sits a little lower. So we're gonna fix that and hopefully get everything back to normal. So we'll do this side, and then I'll have Beth hold this, and then I'll show you how to tear apart the other side. Again, I use a 3/16 drill bit to pop those out, and now we are going to pop that in real quick. So we'll be right back. So as you can see, I lifted this up. Don't worry about this too much. It is just like a 3M double adhesive tape, which will re-adhere. We've got this guy in here. Yes, it's not flat currently, but I'm going to push against it, and it'll suck it in. It'll suck that bulb into that Gibb, and then we'll do the other side. And okay, sorry, phone rang as we were going along. So again, we've got this in here, and we're just gonna push this in, and you can see that that cap sucked in. Okay, now before I get crazy, I want to make sure that the other one lines in as well, and that just goes in next to it, and you can see it fits in there. So what we'll do is we'll pull the rivets, we'll get that lined up, and then we'll go to the other side and we'll do that. So these are aluminum rivets, just like the screws. So now that one's in there, we'll pull this guy out. We'll come to the other side, and Beth can stay where she's at, and we'll just pull this guy close. Oh. All right, so that is having that gib replaced, what we'll do is now we'll lower this back into its nesting place. We'll go to the other side. Again, rinse and repeat. So this isn't the most ideal setup, and it's not the safest, I definitely agree. But I don't have a lot of pressure on there. So much so that I can't get the jack to go down. So, as you see, I just barely lifted it up to get that gib back in. Now, these are both on the street side. We've had numerous problems with these slides. I think a lot of it is due to the fact that it's all open underneath. So there's not a lot of support, and bouncing down the road, they just don't hold up. So it's a simple fix. It's really not that hard. As you see, it took me all of 5 minutes. It's just grrr. So we'll move over to the other side. We'll pop that guy out real quick. Okay, so we're on the street side. Same thing. I can see the shadow. Well, you can even see the collar comes right off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a magnet in here and just kind of work this guy out. So we're actually going to lower this jack because there's a, I'll grab this from Beth real quick. There's a neoprene wheel in there, and you can see the gib right here sticking out on it. Basically, I'm going to try and lower that and get pressure off of this wheel. Maybe I can get that wheel up just a little bit to move that. So that's in theory. Actually, we'll go up first and we'll see. There we go. All right, so you saw it took a little bit of finagling, but just like the other one, it is broken off. So you can see the buds here. We're going to drill those out, and then we'll put it back in there just like the other one. Then we'll put new rivets on it, and we'll be good, hopefully for more than a trip. So we'll be right back. We're going to go over and drill them out. All right, so I know this isn't the best thing to do. I don't have a vise as we travel, but I do use these little vise grips. If they were steel, I would do something a little, if the rivets were steel, I'd do something a little different. But being that they're aluminum, and these drill bits, that's a whole nother topic, but these things are called a hyper step. They're awesome. 3/16 drill bit, and I'm gonna go right through the, like so. I'm gonna reposition as you saw it slid, so I don't wanna drill into the picnic table here, because other people would like to use this as well. You can tighten it up a little bit. I'm just trying not to mar the gib here. We went through, and of course we got stuck on there, so not a big deal. I'll just grab another pair of pliers real quick and we'll just pop it off. Oh, not even that, see? So hopefully we can get in there. We didn't destroy that collar at all, and as you can see on the back. So now what we'll do is we will flip this back around. Again, go through the back side of that collar, or the bud there. Yes, I go slow, just because you don't need to go, excuse the French, balls out on this. That, and it feels like my battery's dying, so we'll see if we can get through it with a dead battery. If not, the answer would be no. Grab the battery, we'll be right back. All right, beauty of film, look at that, brand new battery. Presto changeo, instantly. Oh, a little booger on me. All right. So again, neither one of those collars are ruined at all. Just went slow on a 3/16. It was perfect on these. And we'll go back over here. We'll put these rivets, if I can find what I did with the rivets. Here we go. These are the ones I'm using. They do have a little longer collar than what I would want. These are a 3/16 to 1/4 inch rivet, but they work fine. I wouldn't go any much more than, this is a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch. I would recommend probably a 1/4 inch rivet. But we'll go back over there. We'll stick this guy back in and repeat the process. All right, so like the other side, the collar goes in, so you have the flat surface. Dimples, you know, where you're gonna have the butt sit, needs to go towards the inside. So we're gonna lift this guy up and finagle that back in there. Before, we were getting hung up on the old rivet stems. So you can see that we are close. We just got to move this guy over. We want to make sure that we get it all aligned. And that's, to be honest, that's the real reason why you need to jack these up, is so that you can get this to the right height. So if you have a lot of popping going on when you're moving your slide in and out, more than likely it's probably your Gibbs. And that's just because your alignment is off. I've gotten, unfortunately, pretty good at this. All right, so we're where we need to be. Again, we're gonna slide this guy through. It's gonna stick out just a little bit. It's kind of the nice thing about having the 1/2 inch, to be honest, is because you're going and you're all the way in there. So that thing is locked in. And repeat the process that I did on the other side as well. We're gonna push all the way against that and then pull that in so that we're flush. I'll have Beth zoom in there real quick. You can see that it is tight against this wall here. And then just to make sure that that other side is lined up there, like so. And we're going to suck these back in together. There's the one. It's always the last one, is always the stubbornest. And two. And we are good. We're going to lower this back down. And like so. Again, fairly simple process. Now what I would recommend is to move your slides in and out and recenter them. And what they recommend, check your owner's manual, but what Grand Design recommends is you move them all the way in, then move them out about 10 inches and go back and forth that 10 inches about 4 to 5 times, then move it all the way out and then move it in 10 inches and do that 4 to 5 times again, and then all the way back out, all the way back out, and you should be what they call timed. So it should be even up and down and side to side. Alrighty, well, if you got any questions, definitely hit them down there. I got no problem helping you guys out if you have any other questions on the video. What led me to look at these is, like we mentioned in our other video, we were getting ready to easy out the couple broken screws that we have. Again, this is called an H channel. It's aluminum. These screws also are aluminum, so just a vibration again, and flexing, things tend to break. So we're going to put some stainless steel screws in this so that they don't rust, and they're stronger. Hopefully they won't break. Alrighty guys, thanks a bunch. We'll see you next time.